Newcastle United's takeover has been called off.
My Rants YouTube.
Welcome back to another video by myself, My Rants YouTube, and today we are going to be looking at the Newcastle takeover. It has now been called off. This is my view on it, what's been going on, the backstories, and yeah. And before the video starts, I did a video on Newcastle United's takeover, my view on it, 2 weeks ago. If you want to watch that, rewatch it, go back, like and subscribe to like to it and all that. And if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. So let's get in to the video. With Newcastle United, this club for the past, I would say several years, has been plagued, and I mean plagued, by Mike Ashley's transfer rumours or takeover rumours. All Mike Ashley does it for is to promote his brand and the club to get more people buying season tickets and more people coming through the doors. And I feel like it's very extortionate from Mike Ashley himself. By the way, I'm not a Newcastle fan, I'm a neutral. And from a neutral's perspective, I hate Mike Ashley. Honestly, he looks like Jabba the fucking Hutt from Star Wars if he had a suit on. Like, literally, he's an absolute tosser. But what's happened is this: for the past 17 weeks, there's been an elongated process between Mike Ashley and the consortium, which is made up of the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Funds, the PCP, which I'm sure is Amanda Staveley's consortium, and the Rubin brothers, in a deal worth up to £300 million. Now, this has been falling through, and just an hour ago, Sky Sports Premier League had this to say: with a deep appreciation for the Newcastle community and the significance of its football club, we have come to the decision to withdraw our interest in acquiring Newcastle United Football Club. Now that there, I'm just not going to lie, that there is ridiculous. Newcastle for 17 weeks have had some massive hope in that they're going to become the richest club in the world, that they're going to be bought out and they're going to be the next Man City or PSG. But unfortunately, they're going to have to stick with Joe Linton up front, Dwight Gale, and possibly Federico Fernandez in defence. Unfortunately, I feel bad for Newcastle fans. I've got a lot of friends that are Newcastle fans, and I know you'll be watching these. I know you'll be watching the video. I just want to say I'm sorry to hear about your club, and hopefully it gets better sooner enough. But I just feel like people need to stay optimistic and positive, because you never know what could be around the corner. As well, I feel like Newcastle Football Club, their fan base is more youth than old-aged. And I feel like Newcastle youth, like the youth fans, anyone below the age of 18, don't really know and haven't really experienced the glory days where they had the striker partnership with Peter Beardsley, Andy Cole, Alan Shearer, when they were playing UEFA Champions League football, Europa League football, when they were at the helm in the 1995-96 season, where Kevin Keegan told them, "I'll love it if we beat them, love it," and lost the league. Your club has been through a lot of history. Like I said in the last video, 9th most successful club in England. But I just want to say this: please, Newcastle fans, don't turn on each other. As I would say, you are the black and white army. You are the strongest club for fan base, I would say, in the North East and possibly in the country at this moment in time. But I just feel like Mike Ashley is tearing your club apart. Has been doing it for several years, and I feel like it should just stop. I feel like the Premier League should at least expand on what Mike Ashley has said and should actually sort a deal out for your club instead of having a businessman instead of a football lover. I am now going to talk about what has led to the Premier League and the takeover to be falling through. Now, in the past 17 weeks, we've seen people come from different areas to say things which could happen or could not. The first one I want to highlight is the widow of Jamal Khashoggi, basically trying to block the move a few months ago, literally about 3 months ago. She tried to block the move because At that time, the country was going through more of a democratic right movement where women were allowed to drive and to go boxing. If you think about a couple of months ago, they had the Andy Ruiz and Andy Joshua fight rematch, and I just want to say this. What else has happened is there's been major objections from the human rights groups in Saudi Arabia, just showing that the reputation of what's been going on in there will carry on to this country, and in Saudi Arabia as well, they have been complicit in piracy of Premier League matches in that country. So it goes to show there's a lot of corruption behind this, and with a lot of people trying to point fingers at things, saying like, oh, this could happen if it comes to this country or whatever. We know 100%, backed by Amanda Staveley, Khashoggi and the Reuben brothers, we do know that if Newcastle were bought out, they would have a magnitude amount of wealth, and it's not to be for another season. But I can bet my bottom dollar, seriously, I can bet my bottom dollar it's going to happen next season, because all Mike Ashley wants to do is to sell more season tickets. It's what it is a con man's game. Mike Ashley is ruining the club, and I've said it to you twice and 3 times. You don't need it. Like, you've just done a good season. Steve Bruce at the helm got you 47 points, and if you see there the Premier League standing for yous, you've had players like Alan St Maximin, players like Dwight Gale. Only joking. Yeah, Dwight Gale, he's been good this season. Then you've got John Joe Shelby, who's been an absolute star for us this season, in my opinion. Then you've got players like Lazaro. Since the lockdown, he's been unbelievable. And then, my personal opinion, I feel like, you know what? I know he's had his howlers, but DeAndre Yedlin, and then Matt Ritchie. And the most underrated of them all, in between the sticks, Martin Dubranka. He's in front of my face, so you can't see me, so I can do this. Oh, did you see me? I don't think you did. But like I say, Newcastle fans, I just want to say, I hope you're feeling any better soon. Hopefully next season will be good for you. Hopefully you can get some good football and get some good signings and strive for perfection in the Premier League. But for now, you're just going to have to face with the music and the sign of the times, with Newcastle's takeover being called off. My name's been now got my own YouTube, and sorry Newcastle fans, but if you want to check out the video, it's here for you on the screen. Watch it again if you want to watch my view on the takeover bid. And yeah, I've got no words as a neutral, just got no words to describe it. I feel bad for you. I'd feel the same if my club were like this. But yeah, but Newcastle, I hope, and I really do hope, some fortune will favour you soon, such as you may get a new player in the transfer window or something like that. But yeah, my Ranch YouTube, over and out.